Who came up with this? Why are there pictures? Due to weather in DR. DR, by the way, has bipolar weather. Morning, guys. So while I was getting my kids ready for school, I went through my daughter's folder. So on last Friday, I had a one-on-one with the teacher to see where my daughter is at on reading and math and the whole shebang. So she said she was going to send me a link so I can understand, so I can learn math, second grade math. So in my head, I'm like, I don't think that much has changed anyway, so what's the big deal? And this lady sent this stuff on Tuesday because they were also out on Monday. I looked at this math and I called hubby. I said, sir, come look at this because I don't understand what's going on here. I don't. But let me show you guys the math. So there's like 2 pages. What is this? Like, I hope what you guys can see. What is this? What is this? I don't know. They're just going about it. I mean, just this, and you have to do all this picture before you arrive at that. Who changed math? Who decided that it was a smart idea to change math? Like, I don't get it. And then I look at the back and I just wanted to cry. If you understand this, let me know. This is second grade math. Who came up with this? Why are there pictures? I mean, it's just addition and subtraction, right? If I'm adding 367 plus 258, I don't need to draw a picture. I seriously do not need to draw a picture. I'm just saying, because I don't get it. So now I have to go learn. Scan the back barcode so I can learn this. I think I'm just going to leave it for the dad because he's better at math than I am. So math used to make sense to me. 1 plus 1 is 2, but apparently now we have to draw pictures and stuff. But anyways, that aside. So while you shoot that video, while I was in DR at the airport, we decided to stop to get some stuff. Originally, I didn't want to get anything because I know myself and my husband would kind of like stop drinking alcohol, so it was just like a waste. But then, peer pressure, I'm kidding. I'm like, you know what, let me just get something. So I got this tequila. See, this tequila is still in the box. This one, I didn't really think that it was gonna be my husband's favorite. So this is white chocolate Irish cream. So the guy said it's not in the US, and one of the ladies with me did a quick search and said it wasn't in the US, and that's what actually drew me to it. So I said, okay, let me get it. Honey, it's almost gone. Like, it's literally can you see where the liquid is? It's not even been a week since I've been back. My husband has been drinking this stuff like every night. Who knew? Like, I mean, it does really, it tastes really good. If you guys know where I can get this, let me know, because baby, that tastes good. So maybe I should have bought like 3 butters. So I know next time when I go, I'm just gonna go ahead and get more of the Irish cream. I'm gonna do a search online to see if I can find anything. But anyways, I'm about to eat breakfast. The reason why I am like slowing down on why I haven't picked back up on my intermittent fasting is because I lost weight. I thought that by the time I get to DR, it's an all-inclusive. I mean, you should have seen the video by now. It's an all-inclusive resort, and I was gonna eat my heart out. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't eat as much as I would eat, and yeah, I was also working out, running on the beach, you know, and that does a number on you. Like, it does a number on you. But anyways, that's that. I do have to go pick up my serum for my face. That's another thing. Like, I travel with it, and the air pressure on the plane, I totally spaced out and forgot. It happens every time, but I do not learn. I need to get my serum, like I said earlier on, for my face. The plane, the air pressure, I don't know, it was just making the stuff just pour out, and I always forget. On this trip though, I didn't forget. The only thing was, like, I packed the night before, and the little containers that I have to just put a little bit that I can use, I couldn't find it, and I was gonna fly out in like 5 hours. So I just threw the whole bottle in there, and now it's gone. But anyways, very soon you will be seeing this fridge. It's going. One more day, one more day, one more day. Well, that's that. I do have a gist for you guys with Spirit Airline that, you know, I was delayed 1 day in Miami. Hurt my chest, but we'll discuss that later. Let me drive over to my lady's place to go get my serum so I can have that for my routine. The girls trip, by now you guys would have seen the video. It went well. At the end of it, when we were at the airport, we checked out, you know, we're already sitting down at the airport. Our flight was delayed for about one hour and change due to weather in DR. DR, by the way, has bipolar weather. We finally took off. We did arrive in Miami on time. However, this is where Spirit Airline ticked me off. So, apparently, when we were in the air, there was an announcement made about you buying, opening your duty-free alcohol. You're not allowed to do that. Close the drink. If you don't, we'll get you arrested. I didn't pay no mind to it because, I mean, I had the duty-free, the drinks I got for my husband. But I didn't pay no mind. I'm like, what are they talking about? And I just, you know, continued my sleep. When we landed in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, they told us that because they told us custom is not allowing us to come out of the plane because there was another flight that arrived around the same time that we did, and they don't want to be overwhelmed. We were there 10 minutes. 20 minutes, 30. At this time, I started panicking because our flight was getting close. We need to go through customs. And then right around the 1 hour mark, 1 hour and 10 minutes, at that time I was already standing up. I had my backpack on and I was ready to just run when the door opened so I can go through customs and catch my next flight, because guess what? Mrs. B did not want to be stuck in Fort Lauderdale. However, when they opened the door, we see 3 police officers come in and they proceeded to take this lady. So at that point in time, we knew that Spirit Airline lied to us. When we finally got out, got to the front, and the people that knew what was going on in the front basically told us, this lady was drinking and she refused to close her personal alcohol. Because, you can buy alcohol on the plane. But she didn't want to, and she opened her duty-free one and she was drinking it. So the police took her special treatment and she was rushed through the line and whatnot. Come to find out, while we were in the immigration line, there were about, so before we got out of the plane, people started complaining, our flight is going to be coming up soon, to board our connecting flight. I hope that they're being notified. The air hostess and the pilot, of course, they made the announcement, yes, Spirit Airline is aware of everything that is going on, blah, blah, blah. Tell me why we got out while we were in the immigration line, and this was about 7:40 p.m. My flight was meant to take off at 8:40. So I thought, okay, I was still good. When the door opened, I was flying. I ran. Picked my backpack, just, kept on going. So they came and they announced, hey, if you are on Spirit flights to Houston, Texas, make your way to reticketing because your plane already took off. So I grabbed the lady. I said, ours is in an hour. Is there any way to speed up this line for us in TSA immigration so we can get through and catch our flight? And she was like, oh, there's nothing I can do, da 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 da. Okay. By the time we're done with immigration, it was about 8:25. In my head, I was thinking that they informed the flight, so they more than likely will be waiting for us. At that point in time, we already realized that there were about 10 of us. So the 6 of us that traveled together, and then there were other 4 people on there also. When they heard us talking like, oh, Dallas, Fort Worth, we're going to that. So we kind of like rallied up together so we can run together. And myself and Amaka were the fastest. So we were like, okay, we're going to run and then hold the gates for you guys where you guys, come through. When we got to ticketing, when you're done with immigration, international flights, you go through customs and then you take your bag and then you have to go recheck it in before you go board your flight. When we got there to the rechecking counter, they were like, Dallas, your flight already left. I'm like, how can the flight leave? And then they were like, oh, you have to go to reticketing. I'm like, okay. So we all like went to reticketing. But the line, obviously, there were over 125 passengers who was delayed on that flight from DR. Anyways, to cut long story short, so everybody got on the phone trying to get them on the line, like, hey, can we leave with the last flight out because we don't want to stay here. But when we call, these people were like, we don't know what you're talking about. This information that you're providing to us, like the delayed by custom, whatever, it was never registered. It's your fault. You guys did not show up to your flight. Can you imagine? Long story, we stayed the night in Miami and we had to leave the following day. Whew. Spirit Airline, if you have a connecting flight, don't take Spirit Airline. You should always just one way, yes. Like one straight flight, yes. But connecting flight, don't do it. You're going to be very frustrated. And that's my 2 cents on Spirit Airline. No. Hey guys, so I picked this up. So now I can get back into my skincare routine. It's night time, so I just want to get ready for the night and show you guys how I braid my hair. The braiding and banding. So, I mean, if you watch different videos online in regards to like Microlocs, everybody has their own opinion on, you know, how to get it from unraveling. Now, what I have found out from my experience in the last 5 weeks, the back of my hair did not care if I was braiding or not braiding. It slipped, the whole back, like slipped. I had nothing, so I had to go back to her. And I did have a few that I lost in the front also that slipped, so she had to braid them back up. But this is my nighttime routine. So the only thing that I am using on my hair is water. I have this spray bottle and I just fill it up with water. I'm not doing anything special with the rosemary water thing because rose water, when I was having acne issue, broke me out, and I don't want to tempt it, so I'm just using just water. I spray, so the first thing I do is to detangle, to make sure that there's no tangle, and then I just spray. So now I'm just patting and spraying my scalp with water also. And literally, that's it. So I did section my hair into 2, and I'm gonna do the same thing for the, just section this into 2 also. And then we just braid it. So now that I have it braided, the tip, then I just twist the tip. That's that, and I will repeat on this side. And now I'm just gonna detangle the front also, and then spray my water. And I prefer spraying the water at night as opposed to during the day. Like if I'm leaving for whatever, I don't want my hair to be damp. So that's why I prefer to spray at night so my hair is moist. I do have a silk scarf that I tie also on my hair. So once it's like fully saturated and it's wet, damp now wet, then I just braid it. So I'm just gonna pat it. And then I twist the tip. And I'm not braiding it tight because I don't want to lose my edges. Plus I don't want to have a headache at night, so yeah. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So I already have that in the back band braided and banded. So basically for banding them, I literally just roll that in and I band with this one. And for me, I'm only more concerned with the front and the very back because those are the part that I have slippage on. So basically I'm just bending and I'm using this band and then I just twist. I haven't washed my hair yet because one, I've not been putting product, and two, my loctician said not to wash it. She will do the washing. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my scarf and then wash my face, my nighttime skincare routine. I already did a video on that, so I'm gonna link that. I'll put the link in the description box. I'm gonna get used to that. So I'm gonna do that. And if you want to watch my skincare routine, you can watch that. But I will see y'all